What is up guys, Naethix here, and today I'm going to bring you a video about my warrior rotation, spec and talents, and yeah, a bunch of my macros which I'm using at the moment on the live servers where the pre-patch just got released last week. So sit back, enjoy, and I'm glad to be back. Okay guys, so at first I would like to dive into my talents which I'm using at the moment on the pre-patch. Please keep in mind that they're not set in stone, so you can change them all the time as you like and how they fit your playstyle. So at the moment I'm rocking with Overpower, Stormbolt, Avatar, Defensive Stance, Mortal Combo, Deadly Calm and Opportunity Strikes. Those talents fit very well together and make a real smooth playstyle. It fits me, but I could also pretty easily switch to Shockwave, Rend, Focused Rage or whatever. It really doesn't matter. As long as it fits your playstyle, you can use those talents and it will work. So right now in the warrior community there's a little battle going on between Team Mortal Combo and Team Focused Rage. Both of those talents are pretty different from each other, but they still fit the Arms Warrior playstyle pretty well. I myself tried to make a recording of both of those talents and tried to check which talent deals more damage. So it turns out both of those talents deal around the same damage, and it really doesn't matter which talent you choose. As long as one of those talents fits your playstyle, run with it and you'll be good. Okay, since glyphs became a cosmetic thing and honor talents aren't in the game yet, I'm not going to touch that topic and I'm going to leave it for a later video. So keep that in mind and be happy for a later video. Since PvP is really situational and it really depends what your opponent is doing, I can't really give you a set in stone rotation as a warrior. But I can advise you what to use if you can peel off your rotation in one blow. So at first I would charge in Colossus Smash, pop your one-shot macro, Mortal Strike, Overpower, Mortal Strike and continue with Slam until either Colossus Smash, Overpower or Mortal Strike is back again. Okay, let's get into my macros, shall we? As some of you know, most of the warrior abilities got pruned or merged together, so those changes also changed my macros and I had to delete some of them or just modify them, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. The first macro is just my one-shot macro, which is Battle Cry, which is the newest recklessness, so to say. Cancel our Blade Storm, so I can cancel Blade Storm and just push my one-shot macro. Cast Avatar, cast Battle Cry, cast Bloodbath if you skilled that. Use 13 and use 14, which are both of your trinkets. At the moment it looks like they disabled every proc trinket in PvP, but that might change, so I left it in. And yeah, just cast Execute if you're in Execute range and you're popping your one-shot macros, so you can just right away bomb them away. So the next one is just a simple Pummel Cancel our Bladestorm macro, and yeah, then the newest addition to my Slam and Overpower is Focused Rage. So when I'm stacking 3 Focused Rage and want to land a huge Mortal Strike wound, I'm going to use those 2 macros. So my next macro is a really useful one. It's my change macro, so to say. If I'm on Stormbolt at the moment, as you can see down there, Stormbolt, Focus 1, Focus 2, I can just click right here, Shockwave, and it changes automatically. It's a little simple macro, but it's really helpful, so you don't have to change those spells all the time. It's a neat thing and you should get it. Yeah, the next macro is my survivability macro, which is Show Tooltip, Commanding Shout, Cast Commanding Shout, use Health Stone, so if you got a Warlock with you and he gives you some Health Stones, you can use that. Healing Tonic, if you got some of those, and use the Alliance Battle Standard, which is increasing your HP by 15%. Okay, before we dive into my add-ons, I would like to address that I'm not the biggest fan of add-ons. I can't really explain why. It feels like they're changing the game too much for me, especially those aesthetic add-ons. So I'm just going to fly over all those add-ons I'm using for PvP, and yeah, let's get right into it. So the first add-on I would like to talk about is Battleground Targets. It's mostly used for RBGs, so you can see the enemy team and who got the flag and all that stuff. And it's a pretty neat add-on to also see how much HP every single member of the enemy team has. And yeah, I can highly recommend that add-on. The next one is Gladiators A. It's basically an audible reaction of what the enemy team in arena is doing. So if a druid is popping incarnate, this add-on will tell you with an audio message. Everyone uses it, so you should too. I'm a guy who doesn't really like to use focus. I know it's a pretty noobish way to play PvP, but that's how it is. I don't really like it, so that's what I like to use. It's Smart Tap Target just targets players. If I'm in Stranglethorn Vale and there's a person attacking me, I just don't tap target through his totems or through any pets around or any animals around. I'm just targeting him. And I think that's a really nice add-on. And if you're such a noob like I am, just use it. You'll like it. Another add-on that I really recommend is Weak Auras. I can show it to you right now. You can see right next to my portrait, it's stacking those buffs. So I can just see, okay, I got 3 stacks, release it, and I'm done. Okay, this roughly sums up everything about my warrior and my playstyle. It's a really good feeling to be back. Thanks for supporting me in the time where I was absent, and yeah, I'm really glad to be back in Legion. And I feel like Legion is going to hit like a truck. It's a hell lot of fun on the pre-patch, and yeah, I can't really wait. So until next time, guys, have a good one.